Hey everybody, Sarah here. Um, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. It's not going to be short, like a minute short, a minute long even, but it is not going to be that long. Um, Three things I want to talk about. Um, well, I'll I'll get through the first thing first. Anyway, that makes any sense. Um, right. So the stuff I got when I was on holiday. Um, I mean the stuff is in this, so I'll take the stuff out now. So first thing I got is bag. Um, there's a mirror on it, grease on it, and as you can see just up here, Skiathos. There's so many different ones there, but this one jumped out at me more. And I only realised earlier, it's actually got a Velcro bit on the top. I didn't realise that. Um, yeah, so hang on. That thing can be last. Alright, so I bought a towel. I'm not going to open it up completely because, I mean, hang on a minute. It's a towel with the thing on it, just trying to see if it's got the bit where I stayed on. Yeah, I mean, it obviously is somewhere, but it's got the whole thing on it, the whole map of the island. I'm just trying to like, it didn't actually say Cucaneras. I know that was different. Trulos. Oh, it actually just says Skiathos, as in Skiathos town, which is for there. Oh, I love the fact. Hang on, probably you can see that plane but there, and this bit, pretty much where that plane is where the runway is. The famous runway of like one of the shortest ones in the world. I think it isn't. It's like shortest one in Europe. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not going to unfold this all the way because it's. I mean, there's a big beach towel in it, so it's going to be pretty big. um. All right. So I wanted to get a fridge magnet, and I wasn't sure what one to get. I like two, so I thought, well, I'll get two because they're only like however much they were. And then the one in the shop was like, "Oh, you can have this for free as well." And I thought it was like, one of those like little dish things. Like, I'll show you anyway. Hang on. All right, so because I actually feel quite heavy. Oh, I love the fact it's got I love Skiathos on it. Oh, he's actually taped it down. Didn't realise that. Alright, so there was this one, which is the first one I saw, and I was like, this is one of the things like people go there to see. So I was like, I have to buy this one, and it's the plane because it literally. Hang on. Yeah, that is literally like where we'd go. There's somewhere over here. It's not in the picture, but just over here a bit. There's a car park, and that's where people would stand to see the planes land and take off. It literally just come that low. I mean, you probably look at that picture and think, yeah, right, but yeah, it does come down that low. And then I wanted like a more traditional kind of fridge magnet, like of course. So I got that one, which is like very, to quote Mamma Mia, it's very Greek. Hang on, so I wonder why that stuck to there then. I forgot last minute as well. Yeah, so those are those ones. And then, like I said, he gave us something else like for free, and I was like, I thought it was one of those dish things, little, we have a ornament like dish kind of thing. And I was like, well, you didn't give us like the stand thing to put it on. And it was this, which says Skiathos on it. Memories from Greece, it says on it. I'm guessing that's like the old port. I'm guessing. Like I said, you think, oh, that's a dish, and you'd have a stand to put it on. Until I realised, look, it's got a magnet on the back. So I bought 2 fridge magnets, got a third free. Yeah, so those are that. Now, considering I wasn't gonna buy anything, and then like I think it was a couple of days before I come back, I was like, oh, I want to get that. I want to get this as well, and I want to get that. I mean, the bag was the last thing. I literally got what I was gonna get, and then I was like, I actually want a bag. I think the bag was like the day before we come back, or something like that. Oh, I cannot open it. But this is a thing I kept seeing. I was like, I have to buy that before I come back. I have to buy that before I come back. Oh my god, please get into it for God's sake. Yeah, so, yeah. I mean, you'll see why this was grabbing my attention. So I saw a few kind of like things, like, actually, probably put this up somewhere because it's got like the holes, but yeah, you probably can't see it. Hang on. There's like holes like by here, so you can put it up somewhere. Yeah, there's a few things like different things on it to do with Greece and all sorts of other things. But this got my attention. I was like, I'm getting that before I go. I have to, like, I have to. So, how can I not go to? How can I go to Greece and not get something to do with Mamma Mia? And like, I love the fact that at the top it says "Love from Skiathos." I was like, look, it's got with you, Meryl, Pierce. I just had to get it. So, yeah, those are the things I bought. I don't know. Let me get these back in here. What is that? Let's rip this a bit. That's what fell on the floor was what this came in. Oh man, get in there. Oh, did that? I don't know what. Oh, this can go in there. I don't even know what came in this bag. Oh, the back is on. Even on that bag, it's got Greece. Don't say Skiathos, but it's Greece. Alright, so I can go back in here for now. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. Um, alright, the other thing I want to, well, there's 2 other things I want to talk about. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is Doctor Who. If you haven't seen the finale of this season, switch off now. But I mean, if you don't want to find out about it, switch off now. I mean, if you don't care, then carry on listening to it. But yeah. So I was watching before I was watching it, and people do these like bingo card things, and like there was a few things on there like uh the fugitive doctor turning up. Um, I'm pretty sure one of the things was it was either Donna turning up or the 14th Doctor turning up. I don't think the 14th Doctor thing come on there. Maybe it was Donna. I can't remember now. But I remember thinking, why isn't there a thing of 14 turning up on there? Because that's likely. Um, and there was like a few other things. The regeneration. Um, the Master was like one of the things on there. Anyway, yeah. So I saw some of those, and I was like thinking to myself, 14 is more likely to turn up than the Fugitive Doctor turning up. Although the Fugitive Doctor did pop up in an episode, so who knew? Um, Literally, who knew? um, yeah. So sat down to watch it. Um, getting through the episode, and I think there was like 20-25 minutes left. I think it was about 20-25 minutes left, and like they stopped Omega. Um, both of the Ranis disappeared. Well, one got eaten and the other one disappeared. And I was like, it's 20-25 minutes left. That what's gonna happen in the rest of the episode? Something's gonna happen. Um, I think I kind of knew something was gonna happen then, but I was like, oh, all right, let me just say, when the giggle was on, and I can't think of his name, the toy maker shot the laser thing at 14, and I was like, there's still however long left of the episode. You can't kill off a doctor and have him regenerate, and then there'd be like 10, 15, 20 minutes left of the episode. I mean, obviously, as it was, he bi-generated and all that kind of stuff, and that's how the rest of the episode went. But in this episode, I was like, well, we know there's no regeneration. We know, well, we don't know anything really when it comes to Doctor Who. But yeah, I was like, something's gonna happen. And then there was obviously the whole thing with Poppy. Um, yeah, and then he was on about like, I'll get her back, kind of thing. Because I'm the last of the Time Lord. I mean, technically, 14's around, so you're not the last. I mean, I know he's the same person, but I know he's you, but you're two separate people, even though you're not. But yeah, um, yeah. So we went back in the TARDIS, and then it was when he said, "I really like this face," or "I really liked this face," and I was like, "Oh, he's a general." I was like, I kind of had a thing in the back of it. People had mentioned it, but because there'd been no mention of like who was taking over or whatever, I was like, "Oh yeah, nothing like that's gonna happen." It was just when he said that, I was like, "Oh, so he is regenerating?" And I was like, "How on earth did they keep that quiet?" Um, and then like the monitor was showing like all his past faces, and the thing is, I've noticed it. I can't remember if I noticed it at the time, but I've noticed it when I watched people's reactions on YouTube, and I was like, the way it kind of focuses it goes like through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. War Doctor 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But it kind of like, I won't say froze, but uh, 14 was on the screen longer than the others. Not too much longer, but a bit longer, slightly longer. And then something else I only realised when watching some videos on YouTube was they said it kind of glitched between him for 14, 15 and 13. So I was like, oh, I didn't notice that at the time watching it. But yeah, but so like what's called that? And then he was Shooty, or 15 said, um, did he say I am the better looking one or something like that? And I mean, Shooty is a good looking guy, but I'm always going to say David is, whether that's 10 or 14. So, like, he said that, and I was thinking that. And then it took me by surprise. I was like, I had this voice saying, well, best male, or something like that. And I was like, hang on, I know that voice. That's Judy. I was like, how the hell did I get Judy back? That not like, and that not gets leaked. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so I was thinking, oh, I was like, oh my god. And then obviously she was said what she said and all that kind of stuff. And then he was like, I'm surprised it's not the other guy. He's always coming back. And I was like, yeah, David. Um, yeah, so it was all that. And then he mentioned Be by Generation, and she's like, um, oh, I can't remember what she said, but she's like, what? Um, and then there was the whole thing where she goes, oh, actually, they both go, timey wimey. And I was like, another 14 thing, well, another 10 thing. Yeah, so it was all that. Then what you call it, then he does the whole, I say the whole regeneration thing, the whole putting the um, regeneration energy into the TARDIS kind of thing. Yeah, and then all that happens with Belinda and Poppy. And then he go, oh yeah, and then he's like, she said, will I see you again? He's like, but not like this. That kind of reminds me of Nine. So when he says, not with this daft old face. Um, yeah, so if people hadn't realised he was going to regenerate then, they definitely would have at that point. So yeah, he went back into the TARDIS, went to see Joy, well, Star. Um, yeah, and then the regeneration started, and I was like, that would have been the first time I'd watched the regeneration, and I mean, no, I had it when I think when I watched Parting of the Ways, I think at that, well, people did know who the new Doctor was going to be, but I only really got into Doctor Who from season two, even though I'd watched season one, but I hadn't been looking at the news and all that kind of stuff regarding who the new Doctor was at that point. But I do remember hearing it. Anyway, um, what was I saying? Yeah. So I was like, who is the new Doctor gonna be? I really had no idea. Now, so obviously, like when the regeneration energy like starts, oh, it didn't. I can't say it starts easing off because it didn't quite ease off. But then you could see the face. Well, I saw the hair, and I saw the face, and I was like, I think I was like everybody else. I was like, what? I could just imagine David Tennant's reaction. I think he would have been like, he would have done a 10 and a 14 by now, all the watts. Yeah. So I mean, stuck in my head around now. I mean, seeing her face, and I was like, that's Billy Piper. So is she actually? I mean, Colin Baker was not. He wasn't a companion, but he was in an episode, and then he became the Doctor. I mean, Billy was in like 2 seasons and a bit before she became a doctor. Before she became a doctor? Before this point. I don't want to say she's the doctor. I'm totally fine if she's a doctor, but I think it's something to do with Shooty's doctor doing something like to the heart of the TARDIS. The last person to do that was Rose. So I think it's something to do with that. I don't think we're gonna get her for a whole uh like season. I think it's gonna be a special. But whether it's a special or whether it's a um season, there has to be um they have to bring, I mean, 14 is out there. You have to have 14 and 16. You have to. That if they don't do that, that's a missed opportunity. We need that. Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on when it comes to Billy being the doctor, but yeah. Anyway, last thing I want to talk about. Um, there's two. So there's two games coming up. I'm just trying to think when I'm going to make the other video. I'll have to make the other video on Monday, I suppose. Um, hang on. When is the other game? Dear. Um, mm, mm, mm. All right. So it's Tuesday. So I'll make the game. Make the game. I'll make the video on Monday. But yeah, there's a game tomorrow. It's Andorra in England. Why don't I just look at that? Andorra in England. So I'm still getting used to the idea it's not Gareth. Oh, actually, before I carry on with that, I want to say one thing I'm so annoyed about. Not so much this news, but the thing like coming from it. People are going on about David Beckham getting knighthood. And I'm seeing things where people are like, oh, there's when people are like, why is David Beckham getting a knighthood? I have two words: Gareth Southgate. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with the Gareth Southgate getting a knighthood? He changed football, not changed football, but he changed England football for the better. Because it wasn't great before he took over. So, yeah. So all you people saying all sorts about Gareth, again, as you usually do, back off. Sorry, but it winds me up when they have nasty things to say about him. What's he done to you? I mean, you say all sorts of things about the football managers, but he hasn't done anything to you. Leave him alone. Bloody hell. Anyway, uh, yeah, there's a game tomorrow. Andorra versus England. Do you know what? I normally say the score is going to be like 2-1, but I do think it's going to be, I'll say 3-0, but it could be more. And I'm going to say, ooh, there'll be a Harry Kane hat trick. That's a mouthful. Um, or I'm trying to think who else would score. Yeah, the Harry Kane hat trick, or it'll be Harry twice and Declan Rice. And I didn't mean to rhyme. I just realised once I said it, I was like Harry twice and Declan Rice. Um, yeah. Um, and another thing to do with football. can somebody, for God's sake, get Daniel Levy out of bloody Tottenham, please? Because he's got rid of the one person who, for the one, they, who helped them win their first trophy in 17 years. And first European one in, what was it, 40 odd years. I mean, even the players wanted Ange to stay, the fans. They want Levy out, not bloody Ange. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, 3-0 to England tomorrow, and it'll be Harry Kane hat-trick or 2 Harry Kane goals and a Declan Rice goal. Yeah. So I will see you in my next video, which will be Monday probably, because I'll be doing a word, prediction for Tuesday's game. So yeah, I'll see you then. Bye bye.